Greetings, this is Body-Culinary, and I'm just coming on just to share some of what I'm about to cleanse and rinse my hair with. So, I just pulled like a nice small medium piece of aloe out of the yard from the garden. So I just hand squeezed some of the gel. So I'm going to use some of that. I also just grated 3 of the Nopales leaves, and after grating them on the box grater, I put them into water, so that gives me a really, really thick viscous gel. So this I'm going to strain through the plant milk bag, right, one of the plant milk bags. So this is one of my plant milk bags. And then the other thing that I'm going to use is jasmine tea and sage. So here I have about a full pint of sage tea and also jasmine. So this I'm going to use to cleanse my hair and my scalp. So I'm going to make sure that I really strain this well as a moisturizer so that I don't have any flakes of the gel in my hair. So, and then the rest of these greens I just pulled. I'm going to make a nice little quick my green water, and we're going to drink that. There. So keep lots of nesting balls. So should we do the aloe first, or should we do the green water? So I think we're going to do the aloe first. And pour that right into the bag. And I can take the pulp. And eat the pulp. Take the pulp internally, which is really, really good. For cleansing your system, it is bitter, and I think the bitters are great. When you're buying the aloe from the store, from the health store, the aloe juice in the water, that bitterness is gone. So I have a tendency to think that tasting the bitterness on your tongue is very, very important, because our body has a physiological response to tasting sugar, to tasting bitter, to tasting sour. Sours and bitters have a tendency, those foods, to stimulate the cleansing actually of the liver. Got all that nice aloe gel. Actually, it's interesting. I like to feel the texture of the food on my hand, because it's a way of connecting to your food and seeing how the food behaves. Give you some clue to how, just some kind of clue on how the food will be digested or handled by your body. So I find it really important to connect with what is going to hydrate your body, nourish your cells. So what I think I'm going to do with the Nopales is, in another bowl, is I'm going to pour the Nopales in. So let's see. So I want to use another measuring cup. So that's super duper viscous, real gel-like. Pour that right in. Some of these pieces of the skin are like left over. That's going to go to compost. So this is just Nopales and water. This is actually some water that I got that's running off the side, running down from the mountains, that I captured with one of my homies. We got some bottles and got some fresh water. So this is one of the reasons why I say that the Nopales is comparable and on par with the aloe gel. So look at all of that gel. And this has super amounts of slip. Super duper amounts of slip. And then my plant look bag is sturdy enough where all the pieces and particles of the Nopales, the cactus, are not coming through. So that's what I want. This is like super gelified and very hydrated to the hair. So I have options now. Just right in a bottle, little squeeze bottle, and squeeze this into my hair, which feels really good. And I could leave some of it in. I could also rinse it out. Right? So this is not going to strip the hair like the harsh detergents will. And also I don't have any butter or oil in my hair. So I don't have to worry about that. So this is why I love the cactus so much. And it's actually easy to grow. This is also really good for your grip strength. I know many of us may not be thinking about the muscles in our hands, but we need our muscles in our hands to open jars, right, and to grip things. Okay, so I think that's a good amount. That is a good amount of gel. This feels so good on the hands. Look at all of that. That's a lot of gel, so I get a lot of bang for my buck. And then also, it feels really great on my hands too. Well, actually, it feels really moisturizing to my hands. So I'm going to moisturize my hair with that. So there's nothing in my hair. This light is reflecting on it. Of course, everything gets caught in here. So if the aloe gel I find is too thick here, when it dries, it can leave flakes. So you may want to dilute the aloe gel a little bit more. But that's what I'm going to be using on my hair. So I have the sage and jasmine tea. And the jasmine and sage is, oh, it smells so nice. I can also take this and put this inside the refrigerator in a little squeeze bottle. And take some cotton swabs and use that also to refresh my face during the day. So in addition to all of the different foods that I'm eating, and I'm taking them primarily on the inside in my green water, also in the different dishes, I'm using the pulps and things on my face. So products for me go primarily inside. And then also, being I'm spending all this money on these, I'm using the whole foods also on my hair and skin. So just to illustrate, and I can use all different types of ratios and flip them back and forth and play with them. Well, I like to play in the food between cucumber or pepino, the Nopales, the cactus, also the aloe gel, and the teas. This is what I'm using on my hair. So I call it, my little Afro flower method, right, in honor of that, the wisdom that's passed down of women in the diaspora, from grandmother, great-grandmother, to granddaughter, to auntie, to mother, to daughter. So it's really comforting and affirming to know that these real foods, right, which don't have preservatives in them, so they won't last forever on the shelf. So you make them fresh. And although the other methods of putting preservatives are convenient, I think that we lose something in the convenience. And sometimes we may even get an influx of chemicals into our pores and that our liver and everything has to deal with. So preparing these elixirs for myself from inside and inside, I find to be a relaxing meditation and good quality time spent with myself and good quiet time spent with myself. Putting my hands inside the food to see how they behave. And I have definitely over the years seen and I listen to see how my body is responding to the food inside and out. Also, recently I did another cut. Maybe I'll cut some more. So for me, I'm just thinking about when I was looking at pieces of hair, areas that are worn down. I can see much more is going to go. So this is the chronicles of somebody with very fine hair, where the hair has been very handled a lot because it's very, very delicate, and I wore lots of shells and beads. Those areas got pulled on. They're very delicate. These used to be fluffy, double strand twists. So this hair compresses and compacts down. I don't have a whole lot of locks. So as I was looking at the hair, I was thinking of, should I repair it? Hold on to the length because I am enjoying the length. I'm also not attached, so I can cut it off at some point if I felt it was holding on by a shoestring. Though just the idea that came up for me was holding on to things that are ragged, worn, no longer useful, just holding on to stuff. Had me pick up the scissors and I just started cutting. So yes, maybe they would be longer or whatever, but just the idea of holding on to things that I don't need, it kind of goes in with not accepting myself. This is just for me. As I am, what's going on now, being present. And I also was really contemplating in the quiet hours the desire to see real people. Like I wonder if in this age, and I don't have anything against, I can appreciate beautifully done makeup, fresh makeup. However, I wonder if we're losing the sensitivity or the desire to see real human people with real valued and healthy body parts, like what we really, really look like. I wonder sometimes if we're offended by what we really look like. If we're offended now, or if we're worried or spastic about offending other people with our natural presentation. So I know for me, for my own mental health, for my confidence, for my groundedness, it's very important to see and appreciate myself. So I hold space and cultivate the space so I can smile at myself as is and focus more on confidence and health over someone's made up standard of beauty. That I find is really, really important. The mental health and self-acceptance and self-celebration of how we popped out uniquely onto this plane. I find that kind of space and that kind of relaxation will affect our desire to feed ourselves the very best. Anxiety, nervousness, the constant comparison, I think drives us to self-medication and soothing because subconsciously something's not there, something is lacking, something is wanting. And this is what it is. This is the life that I have. This is the body temple that I have. And I really desire to sit in the throne of my own existence and appreciate myself right here, right now, as I am. So I'm inviting you all to create a great day on purpose. If you find value there, feel free to like. If you'd like to see content like this, you're always welcome to comment respectfully in the comment section and perhaps share the video with someone that could use some value, or replay it as you're decluttering or as you're spending quality time with you, planting your elixirs or mixing your elixirs for yourself. See you soon. Oh, spelling. Moisture from the inside and the outside. This is Nopales Cactus. I still have all of this tea. I have the option to rinse my hair with it, and I can also take a cotton and wipe this over my face.